So, about Gaami, I saw some of the visuals there, and you guys have shot at different locations. Like, what are all these locations that you guys shot at?
Uh, uh, the usual normal locations పక్కన పెడితే I'll tell you the special ones,
Yeah.
which is so we wanted the in Gami we are exploring snow landscape which hasn't been explored till now, terrain. అలా లేదు అంటే లేదు, ఎక్స్ప్లోర్ చేసాం మనం. కాశ్మీర్ వెళ్తాము, వి గో టు జార్జియా అండ్ వి షూడ్ స్విట్జర్లాండ్ అన్నీ వెళ్తాం. బట్ వీ వాంటెడ్ అ డిఫరెంట్ ల్యాండ్స్కేప్. దెర్ ఇస్ డిఫరెంట్ డెజర్ట్లో అందరూ షూట్ చేస్తారు. అట్ ద సేమ్ టైమ్ లారెన్స్ అండ్ అరేబియా ఇస్ వెరీ డిఫరెంట్. దెర్ ఇస్ సర్టెన్ వే యూ క్యాప్చర్ అ ల్యాండ్స్కేప్. వీ వాంటెడ్ టు డూ దట్. The landscape films. David Lean is such an inspiration for me in that way. He goes Dr. Shivago, or he shoots snow in a different way. He shoots water, sea in a different way. So landscape was an element which I wanted for it. So Himalayas are such a thing for our thing. So we shot in different Himalayan regions in India, which is like Uttarakhand is one kind of Himalayas, Himachal is one kind of Himalayas, Ladakh is one kind of Himalayas, and then we have other West Bengal lo vere chota kuda untayi. So we shot in different terrains, all these terrains. The Changtang, Ladakh చుట్టూ పక్కలో ఉన్న ప్లాటూస్ అండ్ టెరెన్స్ ఉంటాయి అనమాట, విచ్ ఆర్ అన్ఎక్స్ప్లోర్డ్. యూజువల్లీ లడాఖ్లో షూట్ చేస్తారు చాలామంది. ఎవ్రీ ఇయర్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ ఫిల్మ్ షూట్, బట్ దే డోంట్ ఎక్స్ప్లోర్ ఇన్ టు ద డీపర్ బికాస్ ద యూనిట్స్ ఆర్ బిగ్గర్. యూ కాంట్ కీప్ టేక్ దెమ్, యూ కాంట్ టేక్ ద క్రేన్, యూ కాంట్ టేక్ దోస్ థింగ్స్. వీ జస్ట్ ఫ్లిప్డ్ ఆల్ దిస్. వీ వెంట్ వెరీ గెరిలా సో దట్ వీ వెంట్ మోర్ డీపర్.
Okay.
We did that. సో హిమాలయన్ టెరెన్స్లో యుల్ సీ డిఫరెంట్ ల్యాండ్స్కేప్స్. ఉత్తరాఖండ్ ఉంటుంది, లడాక్ ఉంటుంది, ప్లాటూస్ ఉంటాయి. ఆల్ దీస్ ల్యాండ్స్కేప్స్ ఆర్ దేర్. And then we shot in Varanasi, Prayagraj, Rudraprayag. These are
nice.
Rudraprayag is a very different place. Where two rivers meet one river. So
Like,
Varanasi.
is it Ganga Jamuna meeting?
I forgot the two rivers. It's one thing is Gomukh or Saraswati goes underneath it seems. Badrinath is one. Kedarnath. Forgot the rivers, but they're so visually distinct. The colors are too different. They melt from two different glaciers and they become one river.
Okay.
That is one. Mahakumbh Mela is a very big thing where it's largest gathering of Indian thing. Huge population. Surprisingly, when I was shooting, that was happening.
Mahakumbh Mela happens once in
12 years.
12 years.
Kumbh
And anyway, it
Mela,
took you
Mahakumbh
12 years to
Mela.
make your movies.
So that worked. Varanasi, we shot in Varanasi also in a very guerrilla mode. Imagine like someone like Vishwak being real in Varanasi. Varanasiలో షూట్ చేస్తున్నాను. ఎలా షూట్ చేస్తానంటే అన్ని బ్లాక్ చేసేసి సెట్ మార్చేసి ఏ చేస్తుంటే we didn't do something like that. We just went silent and
Gorilla.
we just put Vishwak in there and we acted.
He's been to
Everything.
Kashi.
Sorry?
He has been to Kashi.
I went to Kashi like few months back.
Oh, a few months back.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I was in love with the place, man. Like, I completely. Where did you shoot in Kashi, if you don't?
From that ghat to this ghat, everything.
Oh, you did the whole Ghat stretch.
We get the whole ghat stretch because we
Like
shot
from
the
Assi
material.
Ghat to...
Sighat to Tulsi Ghat. Even when I was doing the location scout, I went to Varanasi and I stayed there like a hippie. I stayed in ashrams. When you had no money, like when you wanted this to fund this. So I just had 15,000 rupees or something. So I planned this whole trip, all the landscapes of whatever the story is covering. So I booked one flight ticket which was 3,000. Rest of the money was for general trains and I slept in these ashrams. You just need to pay 100 rupees. They'll give you a bed. They'll give you a locker. And you can stay at a very low cost. And that was my first production scout trip. I went to that trip. I gathered a lot of material. I shot some images and this is how I'm going to shoot. Then I started pitching people here and then they felt like, it was convincing and everything. And at the same time, once you grab that landscape, you can write differently. So I did something like that. So I think I went Varanasi, Mahakumbh Mela. We built a lot of sets. We made our own studio. That's what any independent film like any self you want to cut down the costs, you cut down these big studios like RFC or all the big happening studios. The per day rents are very high.
Okay.
So what we did is we took a godown in Kompalli. We shifted it. It's literally that is used to store ధాన్యాలు, all this scrap material or something. We took it, we gave it a new electric wiring, we rigged the lighting, we created our own toilets, we created our own office room, we created our own water supplies, and we made it logistically sustainable to shoot whatever we wanted to shoot, and that's how we wanted to do economical. 40 to 35% of the film we built very interesting sets and every other thing. Literally ఒక చిన్న కార్నర్ని కూడా వాడేసి we built a set. So basically it's a studio lot. We used it like a studio lot. So that is one. And then there was rural places in Nellore and everything. No set decor, no nothing. ఇల్లు ఎలా దొరికితే అలా వాడేసుకున్నాం అనమాట. Yeah, those things, they were like, for authenticity we went like that. పాత ఇల్లులు ఉండే అనమాట, రాజుల కాలం నాటి ఇల్లులు. And the owner surprisingly said us that those houses were used for పాత ఎన్టీఆర్ గారి films. I was like, he's joking. And then he told the films. I went to YouTube and I saw the film. And that shot was there. And that film was used for old NTR, పాత యమదొంగ ఫిలిం అది యాక్చువల్లీ. యమదొంగ ఎన్టీఆర్ ఫిలిం ఉంటుంది, దొంగ కాదు అది, లీలానా ఏదో ఉంటుంది సినిమా పేరు. దట్ ఆ ఇంటికి ఆ సినిమా కోసం వాడిన ఇంటిని కూడా మేము వాడాం, అలాంటి పాత ఇల్లులు. వాట్ ఎవర్ నీడెడ్ ఫర్ స్టోరీస్ అండ్ ఆల్ వి వెంట్ లైక్ దట్.
Nice. So big sets,
Small sets,
big locations,
big, vast, small. The range.
and then also green mat and blue mat.
Yes, green mat and not blue mat, green mat. Yeah, virtual environments. That was also a different challenge completely.
Because making video చూసిన తర్వాత towards the end what visuals అయితే మీరు వదిలినరో that was really very interesting. Especially that landscape which you're saying, no?
Yes,
A snow landscape. So అది రియల్ లొకేషనా ఆర్
ఐ థింక్ ఈ స్టేజ్లో ఆ టెక్నిక్స్ వదలడం అనేది అంత మంచిది కాదేమో అనిపిస్తుంది. బట్
ఓకే పర్లేదు, విల్ వాచ్ ఇట్ ఎనీవే.
Definitely there is a line between you don't want to spoil the magic for the viewer. So yeah, but I'm definitely curious and excited to tell. That shot definitely it was a whole lot adventure I went through that. So basically that shot, specialty అంటే స్టోరీలో మాకు a certain geography లో audience have to have a distinction of that landscape. So we wanted a glacier, that's a glacier. Like usually rivers ఎక్కువ ఫ్లో అయినప్పుడు ఆ ఆల్టిట్యూడ్లో ఆ ఫ్లో అయ్యే రివర్ ఫ్రీజ్ అయిపోతే అలా ఉంటుంది బేసికలీ. అవి మన ఇండియాలో ఉన్నాయి, బేసికలీ ఐస్లాండ్లో ఎక్కువ ఉంటాయి మనకి. స్లోహామ్జుల్ గ్లేషియర్స్ అని డిఫరెంట్ గ్లేషియర్స్ అలాస్కాలో చాలా ఎక్కువ ఉంటాయి, ఇండియాలో కూడా ఉన్నాయి యాక్చువల్లీ. సో దేర్ ఇస్ అ డిఫరెంట్, అలాగా ఇండియాలో ఒకటి ఉందని తెలిసింది మాకు. నేను సోలోగా చేసిన ట్రిప్ కాకుండా ఆల్ దీస్ ట్రిప్స్ హ్యావ్ టు డూ ఇట్ ఇన్ వింటర్. So second time I went to Himalayas for the whole film for 5 different years every winter. Every winter. 2 times was location scout, other 3 times were shoots. So for every winter we went.
So last 5 years నుంచి
until it's like let's have it. Okay, ఉంది కదా టైం దొరికింది. అప్పుడు కోవిడ్ వచ్చింది, like we were in COVID, we had to come back, but again we went and we shot. And then for again we understood for the visual effects whatever we're doing, they were not coming out realistically. So we did something opposite. Usually you go to the landscape, you study the landscape, you picturize the environment. Then when you are creating them virtually, you understand the light, you understand the perspectives, you understand the fundamentals of visuals of those landscape, and you recreate them. But we didn't know all this. We recreated it, but it was not looking realistic. So we did again the opposite. We went there again. We shot those landscapes, we studied those landscapes, and then we used those, incorporated them into the visual things. It's a reverse process, basically. I learned this from Ridley Scott. He did that for Martian. So he had to recreate Mars. So he went to Jordan. There's an interview, he explains that I went and I shot this, all these pictures, like stitched it. They recreated that in a studio with Matt Damon, I guess. So it was all done internally. So that was a good educative thing. So we were also doing something like that. We were recreating Himalayas in a safe place to shoot some logistical scenes which you couldn't shoot there. So that was a good educative thing. సో దానికోసం ఒక్కసారి మళ్ళీ హిమాలయాస్కి వెళ్ళాం, మళ్ళీ మొత్తం ఇంకొక డిఫరెంట్ థింగ్. ఈసారి ఇంకా డీపర్ వెళ్ళిపోయాం బికాస్ దిస్ వాజ్ మోర్ స్మాలర్ క్రూ. సో వీ వెంట్ మోర్ డీపర్. వీ వెంట్ టు ద క్లోజెస్ట్ టు పాకిస్తాన్ బార్డర్స్ అవన్నమాట. అవి హాన్లీ అని ఒక ప్లేస్ ఉంటుంది లడాఖ్లో. ఇట్స్ మోస్ట్ రిమోట్ అనమాట. ఇట్స్ సచ్ అ బ్యూటిఫుల్ ల్యాండ్స్కేప్. it's untapped. So we gathered all those references and we incorporated into the film later more. Yeah.
You risk your lives and all.
There are more bigger people doing bigger stuff. So this is just a small thing only. Yeah.
Nice. So from Gami, we'll go into now your side of.
No, I have few more questions about Gaami.